Metallic Rouge is a new anime original sci-fi story by Studio Bones. It's an ambitious and mysterious show with a lot going on, but it's also not exactly easy to watch and understand. In this video, I'm going to explain the vibe and general storytelling without spoiling anything major to see if it's something for you. Metallic Rouge is mainly a mystery drama show that ends each arc in a ridiculous over-the-top mech fight. It's very clear when this starts, as you'll hear, but telling you when the epic mech battle is about to take place is the most clear this anime is about anything. The best way to describe the overall vibe is old school. This has the same storytelling style of anime like Cowboy Bebop or Trigun that give you the bare minimum information of what's going on and leave you to piece together what the story is even about. There are multiple organizations, governments, and rebellions working in the background, but we don't get much clarity about them, as it mostly focuses on Agent Rouge, or Rogue, who's tasked with killing the Immortal Nine. From the first episode, it seems there's a lot of stuff going on, while at the same time, not much is really happening. However, it's hard to say Metallic Rouge has bad pacing, as it all seems intentional. We are thrown into the world without an audience insert to ask the questions we want to know. It's disorienting initially, and that makes it hard to care about the characters and what's happening to them, especially in the first two episodes. At the same time, it's really nice to watch a story that doesn't hold your hand and point out every plot point in case you might miss something. This makes the mysteries really interesting once you get past the first few episodes. The entire plot, in a way, is a mystery, and figuring it out as you go along is really fun. All that said, I still don't think this anime is great. The main plot isn't anything special, and you could interchange complex and vague when it comes to describing everything else going on. However, this could just be due to the setup being slow, as the latest episodes have been getting significantly better as we learn more about what is going on. The world is interesting, but the story heavily focuses on the concepts of androids and how they are perceived by society. While some of the concepts and lore around them are interesting and unique, the themes of sentience and speciesism against robots have been explored in every science fiction work ever, and it's just kind of tiring. I haven't seen Metallic Rouge use these ideas in any especially meaningful or unique way this far, but it's core to the identity of the story. Finally, we have to talk about the characters. They aren't given a ton of focus, with most of the runtime getting through the plot and building the world, but they still have their moments. Overall, they are pretty good, with some side characters that could be very interesting if given more time to develop. But the quick pacing and large number of characters hasn't allowed much of that so far. There are two main characters, with Rogue being the more important. She doesn't have much of a personality besides her obsession with chocolate, but this is purposeful. The simple and childish way she thinks makes sense once you learn more about her backstory, and she is generally likable. The other main character is a quirky tech support type that actually brings some emotion and depth to the story, beyond just being there to solve tedious problems for the mission. She's physically with Rogue during most of their missions, which makes her more important and adds more tension to the story. With Rogue purposefully being a one-dimensional character through the beginning of the story, Naomi is especially important. She continues to be one of the most interesting and important characters in later episodes. Overall, Metallic Rouge isn't anything incredible. It has good animation, and it is a fun show that feels like it came from a different era, which is not a criticism. As more of the story unfolds, I am excited to see where it leads, as the later episodes seem to be getting better and better. But with only 12 episodes, I'm not expecting it to wrap up its ambitious story in a completely satisfying way. If you're a fan of sci-fi or old school anime with barely any exposition and a little bit of messiness, I definitely recommend. Thanks for watching. Check out my other review of Solo Leveling here on the end screen. Subscribe so I can justify making more worth watching videos. That's all for me. Jamyo!